valued member of the Henderson community for over 20 years. They've already created over 140 jobs for Nevadans, not just any jobs, these are the type of jobs that we want to see more of. In fact, 2 years ago, the city actually revisited our target industries. We honed in on 5 of those, and as part of that process, we identified several companies already in Henderson that really represented the type of industry and job creation we wanted to see more of. And PaySign was actually one of the companies that we highlighted a few years ago. So very excited to hear they're in a position to expand. Very excited to hear that they'd like to keep that investment here in Nevada, and the city of Henderson looks forward to working with them through their expansion. Thank you.
Thank you, Kyle. Any other persons wishing to speak?
Nobody in line and nobody on the line, and I have no written comment.
All right, we'll close the first opportunity for public comment. Move on to the welcome of new GOED board members.
You bet. Governor Tom Burns, for the record, we'd like to welcome Dr. Victor Wakefield, who has joined the GOED board as a result of being appointed to the Superintendent of Nevada Public Education. Dr. Wakefield, welcome to our board. We're glad to have your input and look forward to working with you.
Thank you very much. I look forward to this.
Is that it?
That's right.
I'm happy to share more.
No, that wasn't for you. All right, we'll move on to agenda item number 4 for possible action. Approval of the August 7th, 2025 board meeting minutes. Do we have any questions or concern? Or correction? Hearing none, I'll entertain a motion.
Governor, I make a motion, minutes be approved. Jay Barrett.
All right, and we have a second. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Any against, nay? Did you vote, Cisco?
Yes, today.
Okay.
Yes, approved.
All right, motion passes. We'll move on to agenda item number 5 for possible action. Abatement applications for board approval. We'll start with 5A being Idaho Asphalt Supply, sales tax abatement, modified business tax abatement, and personal property tax abatement. Is that going to be Hayden?
Governor, that will be handled by Mr. Jim Barbie from the Churchill County RDA. Barbie,
Thank you. Thank you, Governor. Yes, Jim Barbie, Churchill Fallon Economic Development. Appreciate the opportunity to present. Really appreciate the opportunity to present on behalf of Idaho Asphalt. They're moving forward with construction of a regional plant in Churchill County that will produce, supply, and distribute asphalt, cement, slurry seal, and other asphalt emulsion products to support road construction projects in Nevada, as well as the Western United States. So it'll have a regional presence. They've been working consistently on this project for the past several years. I've had the opportunity to work with them as the former Churchill County manager and now as the CFED director. This company was founded in 1976 and now is in its third generational family members running the company itself. They strive to provide high quality of life for communities for life and communities by increasing pavement performance and working in partnership with government agencies, contractors, and other material suppliers to build better roads, parking lots, highways, and runways in the United States. The company's total investment in this proposal is $8.1 million in construction and will generate 20 full-time positions in Churchill County, which is significant, and we appreciate them looking at our county and doing that. I believe in Las Vegas, we have Roger Hott, the Chief Financial Officer, and Nate Zowning, Director of Business Development. I believe Nate will be presenting more information for the company. Thank you very much.
Afternoon. As Jim said, my name is Nathan Zeroni. I'm here on behalf of Idaho Asphalt.
Hey, Jim, can you spell your last name? I didn't hear it.
Carowny.
Zeroni?
Yep.
Thank you.
Want to take time to thank you all for meeting with us today and considering application. Special thanks to the governor and all the board members. Also want to thank Churchill County for their, I guess, kind of guidance and patience with us as we're working through this process, and also CFED. We're a 50-year-old company, as you mentioned. Our third generation, we cover pretty much the western 17 states with our products. We have 14 locations. We sell about 3 million barrels of asphalt into the western third. We're excited about this opportunity working in Fallon. I think it's a perfect match for us. From a geographic standpoint, and also allows us to enter the Northern California and Eastern Oregon markets, which we think there's a significant potential for growth in those as well. And it also allows us to offer some additional products into the Fallon market that we already sell into, but it'll allow us to expand that product offering. I think any questions that you have for me or?
For the record, Governor Lombardo. Hey, Jim, did you come before this board previously?
Yes, we have.
How long ago was it?
2 years.
So this is an expansion?
It is not. We ran into some engineering issues just around the soil out there. And so the project got delayed. We also had a competing project that came up where we had to kind of allocate some resources for that. But we're full speed ahead on this one now. We've got infrastructure in place. We've made progress on the road and the rail. We've had the plans ready for submittal to the county to review.
Was there a water issue?
No, we've actually worked through that with the city or the county, or sorry, the state engineer. So we've been able to secure the water rights that we need to actually run our plant full scale.
All right, that's what I remember, it being a water. Okay. Any questions before we approve or entertain a motion?
Sasha Stevenson, so the previous abatement that was approved, you did not.
We did not go through it. We were maybe a little premature on that. We started going and applied for it. The engineering part of it, the sandy loam and the soil out there, we put down really heavy tanks. It took us a little while to figure that out and get that design right for what we need.
And you're ready to go now?
Ready to go now. We've
Thank you.
gone over all the details.
What does that mean, ready to go?
So the plans are all drawn up and being submitted for approval to the county.
Yep, what's your construction timeline?
So after approval, we're looking at probably about a 2-year construction timeline.
Okay.
We're hoping to be 18 months, but realistically, probably around 2 years. Till we're up and running full scale.
Okay, thank you. Any other questions? Cisco?
The $15 million that it's gonna cost to do this, do you have all that financing secure and ready to go?
Yes, sir.
All right, no further questions. I'll entertain a motion.
Motion to approve, Cisco?
We have a motion. Do I have a second?
Second, Havens.
Dr. Havens, right? Did you get that?
Yeah.
Melanie? All right, so we have a motion for approval. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye.
Right.
Any against, nay? Hearing none, motion passes. Congratulations, Joe.
You're all.
Sure. All right, we'll move on to 5B, PRTX1 LLC, Data Center Sales and Use Tax Abatement, Data Center Personal Property Tax Abatement.
Good afternoon, Governor, Lieutenant Governor, Secretary of State, and board members. For the record, my name is Hayden Poinier. I serve as the Business Development Coordinator for Northern Nevada Development Authority. Thank you for considering this data center tax abatement application in Story County. This facility will employ 14 full-time staff members with an average wage of $54.29 per hour and represent a capital investment of $300 million. This company is seeking the 10-year data center tax abatement. NNDA fully supports this application and respectfully requests the board's approval. Joining us today from Las Vegas is Vishwash with PRX, who will provide more additional details about the company and answer any questions the board may have.
What was the name, sir?
My name is Vishwas, last name is Shringi. I would like to.
Common spelling?
I have his email.
All right.
I can spell it.
Last name is spelled as SHRINGI.
Thank you. Go ahead.
All right. First of all, I would like to thank you, board members.
Thank you, Governor, for the opportunity. We are very excited to begin our first project in Reno in Story County. This is a 100 megawatt data center building that we would want to start the work on, and hence we are requesting the tax abatement application, especially for 10 years. Our objective is to build the next gen data center with AI and cloud, especially with the GPU requirement for the AI. This would be a very innovative solution considering the energy and the water conservation. Just as an example, we are building the water treatment plant so that we can optimize the uses of water. Our estimate for this particular facility is to have 60.5 acre feet of water uses for the cooling purpose. In other words, this is around 17 million gallons per year. But to compare this, if we were to take an example of 18-hole golf course in Nevada state that uses 90 to 100 million gallons. So we are talking about less than 80% water uses. And that's the level of efficiency that we want to drive. Similarly, for the energy utilization, our efficiency is at a level where we actually have the user's effectiveness of like 1.15, whereas in general it is like 1.3, which means by utilizing the electricity, we can actually get more to the racks, which is very efficient, which also helps in effectively using the electricity to generate more revenue. And hence we can also see our customers are happy with more revenue coming and in fact, more investment from that. So we really are excited about this. This is our first project, but we do have plan to subsequently invest in other areas within Nevada. We have other properties, and we would really look forward to your support and really thank you for this opportunity here.
Before I ask the question, what is PRTX? What does that stand for?
So the property is called Peru Ridge, so that's why the PR.
Okay.
So the first initial, that's what PR tax is used for.
Okay, very good. All right, do we have any questions?
Governor Stevenson, for the record, you answered my questions about the water, so thank you for that. And water conservation is obviously huge for us here in the state, so I appreciate that. I just also want to commend you on the average wage and the full coverage of healthcare. So I appreciate that for people you're going to employ.
Lieutenant Governor?
Stavros Anthony, so you secured the energy to power this data center?
Yes, sir. The first power is supposed to be delivered in 27, and that's what we are aiming for. And then we have a subsequent phases of power. So we work very closely with Nevada Energy, and we are fortunate for their support. And we have phases at both the locations that we are looking at in future.
And then the other properties that you own that you would continue to build, is that all in northern Nevada?
Yes, sir. It is in northern Nevada as well.
Okay.
Jay Barrett, Governor. Sir, I'd be interested in your customers.
So see the size of properties, sir, these are largely the scale of these properties are suitable for hyperscalers. So we are looking at large 100 to 200 megawatt sort of building, and we are in active conversation with few of the hyperscalers, and the development is to meet their AI and cloud compute.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Governor Yolanda King here. Do you have an idea of the water consumption if it's less than what some of the current data centers are using here in Nevada?
Yes, ma'am. So as I mentioned that our water requirement is 13% of that is met by our own recycling effort. We have like processes in our water treatment facility that we are building where 13 to 14% of water will be recycled and will be reused. And after that, even the wastage side of it is something we are not going to, use the industrial wastewater system, but we are going to build our own evaporative pond to be able to dispose of the water that is, after recycle whatever waste is required. So from that perspective, we are as or more efficient than other data center developers in this area.
Okay, great, thank you.
Thank you.
Any other questions? All right, I'll entertain a motion for approval.
I move to approve the sales tax abatement and personal property tax abatement. Sasha Stevenson for the record.
Second, Cisco.
All right, we have a motion for approval. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Any against, nay? Hearing none, motion passes. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
There's no requirement for you to stick around if you want to leave. Or you can stay and watch the festivity.
Quite important. Governor, I swear, I didn't want you to come in.
There's no way you would know that.
I'll see you again in a couple of months.
Thank you. Sure.
Thank you, everyone.
All right, let's move on to 5C, Welspun Incorporated, sales tax abatement, modified business tax abatement, personal property tax abatement.
Good afternoon, Governor Lombardo, Lieutenant Governor Anthony, GOED Director Tom Burns, and other GOED board members that are here today and online. My name is Emma Kesserich, and I'm the Vice President of Business Development here at LBGEA. I'm here on behalf of LBGA in support of Welspun USA. Just a little bit about the company. Welspun USA is a global home textiles leader, opening its third U.S. manufacturing facility, which will be the first here in Southern Nevada, representing $5.15 million in capital investment and 50 new jobs with an average wage of $31.73 per hour. Welspun USA, part of the Welspun Group, has a global presence in over 50 countries and a workforce of 26,000 employees. Its products, ranging from towels and sheets to rugs and bedding, are known worldwide for their quality and innovation. Their portfolio includes many household names such as Martha Stewart's home products and the towels used for the Wimbledon tennis tournament. Here we have representing the company are Abhishek Kaul, Vice President of Field Bedding, and also Mark Peterson, who will be the plant manager for the Southern Nevada location.
Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you, Emma. Thank you, Governor, Lieutenant Governor, Secretary of State.
Can we just have you introduce yourself?
Sure. My name is Abhishek Kaul. I'm Vice President of Field Bedding Division in Welspun USA. Well, first of all, thank you, Governor, Lieutenant Governor, Secretary of State, and board members for your consideration. And, thank you for your service. Wishing you a happy Veterans Day.
Thank you.
Yeah. So just to give you a little background of Welspun USA, like Emma said, our aim is to, build a facility here, a light manufacturing facility that will be making bed pillows initially, and then we'll be adding on, in further tranches of investment, building comforters and toppers, mattress toppers over here that will not only service retail business, but also service the hospitality business, which Nevada is a big part of. So we supply to, all major hotel chains like Marriott, Hilton, as well as I'm plugging out here, IHG. And then we also supply all major retail partners such as Walmart, Costco, Target, Sam's Club. So, with all that business, we aim to service the entire western seaboard of North America through this facility.
And where'd you say it was located?
In Clark County, up in the, is it Cary Avenue?
It's Cary Avenue,
Yeah.
Northeast Las Vegas.
Northeast Las Vegas.
It falls under Clark County.
Okay, do we have any questions? Welspun. Anyone know? All right, hearing none, I'll entertain a motion for approval.
Motion to approve, Cisco.
Second, Avens.
All right, we have a motion for approval. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Any against, nay? Hearing none, welcome.
Thank you very much.
Approved.
Ready for me, Governor?
No.
Okay.
All right, we'll move on to agenda item number 6, abatement applications for director's approval.
Governor, board members, we're pleased to have in front of you today 4 applicants that have received executive director approval. The first one is Bombshelter Diesel Supply, doing businesses as Diesel Corp. And Clarissa Castillo is here to present upon their behalf.
Good afternoon, Governor Lombardo, Lieutenant Governor Anthony, Secretary of State Aguilar, GOED Executive Director Tom Burns, and board members. My name is Clarissa Castillo, Chief Performance and Strategy Officer for Las Vegas Global Economic Alliance. Today it is my pleasure to introduce Bombshelter Diesel Supply, doing business as Diesel Corp. They are a new operation that will be located in North Las Vegas. Diesel Corp, a Houston-based supplier and distributor in the diesel engine and parts remanufacturing industry, is establishing a new facility in North Las Vegas. The company provides rebuildable cores, used but restorable components for a range of industries, including automotive, agricultural, and construction. The company's mission, Sustainability is Core, drives its focus on reducing waste, conserving raw materials, and promoting environmentally conscious manufacturing through remanufacturing and reuse. The new facility will bring 20 new jobs with an average wage of $31.61 per hour and $1.22 million in capital investment. My pleasure to introduce to you Justin Greenberg, CEO of Diesel Corp.
Hello, I'm Justin Greenberg, CEO of Diesel Corp. Good afternoon, Governor Lombardo, Lieutenant Governor Anthony, Mr. Burns, and the rest of the board members. Happy belated birthday to the governor. Heard it was a couple days ago. Sorry, I missed the party. Yeah, that's
Lots of accolades. Veterans Day, birthdays.
Where's the cake?
I do.
I don't need anything.
Okay.
Go ahead, Justin.
So Diesel Corp was founded in my garage in Houston, Texas. Today, just by chance, we're celebrating our 15-year anniversary. And really, the company was founded with the idea of, excuse me, with providing sustainable core to remanufacturing companies, excuse me, all over the world. And so we have grown substantially over the last 15 years. We have 3 different locations in Texas, all of which provide dismantling services for engines and drivetrain components, which we then qualify and aggregate inventory and sell to remanufacturing companies all over the globe. So examples of our customers are going to be Caterpillar, Cummins, Bosch. And so we're very excited about coming into the Nevada market. So we had several different locations that we were looking at, and we ultimately chose the city of North Las Vegas. We're very excited to partner with the city. And we're anticipating 20 jobs in the near term with hopefully more soon after. And just wanted to mention also that we have a fantastic culture. We recently were awarded the Houston Business Journal Best Places to Work in Houston for a medium-sized company. So really looking forward to hiring some staff here in the area and joining the Nevada area and all the people here. So thank you.
So Justin, for the record, Governor Lombardo, so walk me through your business plan on distribution. So you have all 3 of your locations are in Texas?
Correct. Currently, all 3 of our locations are in Texas. So we bring in material from all over the country, actually all over the world, and bring it into one of those facilities, work on processing that material, and then sell it to our customers all over the area. We do see an opportunity for the Mountain West region and the West Coast. These are areas that we feel like we have light coverage in right now. And so we were looking for a way to get into that, into those regions. And we looked at a few other cities and ultimately decided that Las Vegas was definitely the best choice.
And how are you going to move your goods? Are you contracting with a third party, or do you have the trucks?
So couple different things. So first of all, we are currently contracting with a third party. We also have some trucks for our current Texas operations. Our anticipated equipment purchases would include a couple of trucks for the area as well that we would then be moving. So we would supplement our own truck movements with contract.
Any other questions? Go ahead, Sasha.
You said, sorry, Sasha Stevenson for the record, you said 20 jobs in the near term and more to come in the 10-year abatement. How many jobs do you anticipate adding to that 20?
Hard to say at this point, but assuming we can get operations ramped up, we would love to see an additional 10 to 20 over the course of 10 years.
And then whenever I see will comply with business licensing, Sasha Stevenson for the record again, whenever I see will comply, it always makes me ask, are you looking at other areas still and your moving here is contingent upon this abatement approval, or you've decided on Nevada?
No, we have decided on Nevada, and we've already been working with the city of North Las Vegas as far as the permitting application process. And so yeah, we already have a site selected and working with the landlord now as far as lease goes. So
thank you.
Clarissa, where is that site?
It is on North Las Vegas on Losee Road between Craig and Cheyenne.
That's the right area.
Yes, sir.
You got all the maintenance facilities there.
Yes, sir.
All right. Tom?
Well, very good. Welcome to Nevada.
Thank you very much.
Appreciate your confidence.
Yes. Thank you all.
Yep.
So I guess I'm gonna ask you just a real answer. Why Bombshelter?
It's a long story, but I used to live in Albuquerque, New Mexico, and I was a parts and service director of a dealership there, an automotive dealership. My last name being Greenberg, for whatever reason, I got the nickname Green Bomb. So I would have our entire crew over once a quarter for steaks and cigars and beer, and they would say they're going to the bomb shelter. And so it was kind of paying homage to my team from Albuquerque.
Sorry, I have.
Sorry, I forgot the name.
That wasn't as exciting as we were hoping.
The next company up to introduce you to is FAAC Incorporated, doing business as MILO Live. And Emma Kasserich is going to provide narrative.
Good afternoon again. Emma Kesserich, Vice President of Business Development at LVGEA. I'm here on behalf of LVGEA again in support of FAAC Inc. I learned today that's FAAC instead of FAAC. And we have here Jay Cook, who is the Executive Director of the company here in Southern Nevada. FAAC Inc., the world's leading supplier of high-speed weapon system simulations, is expanding into a larger facility in Clark County to consolidate its existing Las Vegas operations. For over 45 years, FAAC has provided simulation and engineering systems for the U.S. government and private industry, including modular shooting range fabrication. The expansion represents 10 new skilled jobs with an average wage of $31.62 per hour and $1.53 million in capital investment. So again, we have Jay Cook here, Executive Director.
Jay Cook, Executive Director, MILO Live, for the record. We appreciate the opportunity to come before this board. A Las Vegan that I've been here since I was second grade, so like 39 years. I think I got some of you beat, but anyway. No, we're a DoD contractor. We build shooting ranges as the live division. I run the live division. Basically, we supply this equipment, military, government, DoD contracts, commercial, civilian, even across the country and even around the world. So we're growing into this new facility for expansion. We've started out here in town in a little 3,000 square foot warehouse, and we've already acquired a new 85,000 square foot building that we're going to be adding overhead crane, putting the entire crew inside versus working. Half of our stuff's done outdoors right now, so a little more difficult for the team. So we're kind of doing it for that, and then the growth opportunity with the board, and we intend to grow to triple our capacity is kind of the goal that we're driving towards.
So Jake, did you take over Mike Halverson's business?
I did. So they bought us 5 years ago. That's when 4.5 years ago, Mike retired out, and I stayed on to run it, and it's been great. You know, the business has been good. We've been building shooting ranges for 33 years. I started with them. They'd done 3 projects. I've been doing it for 31 years. And we're just continuing this path forward with, you know, the FAAC team. They've been in business for quite some time and have synergistic goals. We actually worked for them for 10 years, onboarding their live fire use of force simulation into our ranges to bring them to the military. And, you know, they're the state of the art, you know, top notch ranges for every entity out there.
Is the majority of your product still in shipping containers?
I'd say that's probably 70% of the business. So as you probably know, Mike Halverson and myself, Mike primarily patented and invented that 22 years ago. And that's really created an industry. There was nothing like it. Most ranges were built out of brick and mortar facilities, and we've been able to take and cut for the average military or law enforcement type range from a typical 3 to 5 year process. We can actually, from contract delivery to installation, bullets going down range 9 months with our modular product. They're scalable, they're deployable. We've actually redeployed them over 10 times to 2 different countries thus far. They fly with the SEALs all over the world. They're everywhere. So it's a great product. And the vast majority of my team, their family, the people that work with me have worked for me for 10 plus years, some of them 25 years. And that's the kind of business we are. And we intend to bring on a minimum of 10 over the next, I think 6 to 12 months is the plan. And we'll continue to grow from there.
Any other questions, Jay?
So the Las Vegas Department of Public Safety, they have one of your products?
We did both the Metro, the forensic lab for brass and ballistic testing. I think almost all the brick and mortar ranges in town, but Bass Pro Shops, we've done 8 or 9 of those. The one here, when you walk in, you see the gun cases up in the back. There's actually shooting ranges up there. So we're able to put these basically anywhere. And it wasn't the original intent, but it was kind of designed to do a turnkey solution built by subject matter experts versus low bidder and general contractors and whatnot all across the country. So the solution fits well. And then with the 360-degree ballistic containment, we can put them in offices, warehouses, wherever. Sorry.
Any other questions? Come on, Sasha. On behalf of Richard Perkins, you don't have a question?
Question about 7-7, but I'm.
No, I'm talking about with the police back.
See, you know all the questions to ask in this.
Well, Governor, I'll ask a question if that'll make you happy.
Go ahead. How come they don't have anything in Pahrump?
We do.
Oh, you do?
That was gonna be my question.
Second Amendment.
Well, it's Chicago.
What's that?
Staccato.
Staccato. Yeah, Staccato has used some of our stuff. Also, Arms Corps has a facility out in Pahrump as well.
Mhm.
So we've done them, quite a few of the gun manufacturers, ammunition manufacturers. use our
Okay,
equipment.
that's gonna be my question, okay? Yeah.
So the doing business as MILO, is that the same as the video systems?
It is. So MILO is the virtual division that we incorporated. So they bolted us. We're technically FAAC Incorporated. That's the parent company that owns us. We operate as MILO Live Division out of Las Vegas here. And I think you guys are, well, you guys, I say law enforcement, sheriff, governor, are using our systems and software at the vast majority of, you know, LE departments across the country as well as here in Nevada.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate it.
Well, sir, congratulations. Welcome in. Could you comment, where'd you go to high school?
I graduated from Bonanza High School. I went to Votech.
Yep. Shameless plug. Congratulations. Welcome. I was a little before, about 15 years-ish.
Where?
Bonanza.
Okay.
Such a judgy look.
Nothing as good as Rancho.
I knew it was coming.
I agree, Governor.
No. Gorman is
Yolanda,
not
I
better.
agree.
I didn't go to Gorman.
Oh, I thought you
Where'd you
did.
go?
No way. I'm a public school kid.
He went to some Ivy League school.
Mr. Cook, you're approved. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thanks for the
He's
opportunity.
Oh.
Oh, your brother.
As crazy as ever. The next company we have for you is PaySign. And again, Emma Switch will be providing a narrative.
Good afternoon again. I'm representing on behalf of LVGEA, PaySign, and they will be expanding their current presence in Henderson. PaySign is a financial technology company that is expanding its current operations in Henderson. It is a card payment solutions provider and integrated payment processor and has tailored card programs to the healthcare, pharmaceutical, and source plasma industries. PaySign will be bringing 245 new jobs with an average wage of $33.31 per hour and $1.38 million in capital investment. It's my pleasure to introduce Joan Herman, who is Executive Vice President of EFT Operations and also a member of the board.
Thank you, Emma, and thank you, Governor and committee members, for giving PaySign the opportunity to present to you today. And thank you, Kyle, for the kind words that you said earlier. We've been working with Kyle a little bit in our new building. Just as a background, our founder and our current CEO, Mark Newcomer, started this company, formerly known as 3P International, in California in the mid-90s and relocated the company to Nevada in 2004 due to the more friendly business and economic environment. We continued to grow the company since that time. And as an example, I relocated to Nevada in 2017 with PaySign. And at that time, we had about 25 employees. Today, we have over 200 employees and we'll add, as Emma said, an additional 245 employees in the next couple years. With our rapid growth in the financial services and fintech sectors within healthcare and the life sciences, we continue to expand and we are committed to Southern Nevada. During our most recent planning for our expansion, we actually looked at the possibility of expanding into North Carolina because that a lot of our clients in the pharmaceutical industry are located in that part of the country, but we opted to expand in Southern Nevada as our headquarters and our continued growth. We're already in our newest building in Henderson. We moved in about 2 weeks ago and we have about 100 people in that location right now with the ability to expand to 300 employees in that location. We are engaged in our community here and we've provided paid internships and co-op experiences for students both from UNLV and UNR, and we will continue to do so. Again, thank you for your time today and happy to answer any questions.
Joan, do you know, it says on here you're using 0.42 kilowatt hours on 22% reduction compared to traditional banking methods. Do you have any information on that? Why? Do you know why?
I do not. I can get some information.
Do you know, Cisco?
But I don't know. I'm sorry.
It was just surprising me it's even that high, but yet it's 22% less. Any other questions or concerns?
Well, thank you for your significant investment in Nevada and thank you for bringing jobs to Henderson very much.
Thank you.
So you're on the board of LVGEA?
No, I'm on the board at PaySign.
Oh.
I'm a board member at PaySign. Employee and board member.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And finally, our fourth application for director's approval is Trident Enterprises International, and Hayden Pontier will be presenting that.
Good afternoon, Governor, Lieutenant Governor, Secretary of State, and board members. For the record, my name is Hayden Pontier. I serve as the Business Development Coordinator for Northern Nevada Development Authority. Thank you for considering the abatement application for Trident Enterprises International. Trident is a distributor of high-quality deer and pet fencing products and has recently received the SBA Women-Owned Small Business designation. Their new location is in Story County. This facility will bring 7 new jobs to Nevada with an average wage of $32.24 and a capital investment of nearly $400,000. The company is seeking a sales and use tax abatement, a modified business tax abatement, and the personal properties tax abatement. NNDA fully supports this application and respectfully requests the board's approval. Joining me today is CEO Linda Sheehan, who will provide additional details about the company and answer any questions the board may have.
Good afternoon. Thank you for the opportunity to speak. Again, my name is Linda Sheehan. I'm the CEO and owner of Trident Enterprises International. Trident Enterprises was founded in 1984 in Maryland by my parents as a veteran-owned small family business. Over the last 4 decades, we've grown into one of the nation's largest wildlife and pet fencing distribution companies. We service customers all across North America, the US and Canada. In 2014, we relocated to Pennsylvania to support our growth at the time. We've grown a lot since then. And today we're proud to be recognized as a women-owned small business, as Hayden mentioned, just continuing that legacy of entrepreneurship within the family. When it came time to establish a West Coast distribution location, FedEx did an analysis of our actual shipping data and confirmed what you all probably know, which is that the Reno Sparks area in general is one of the best locations to for distribution. From this location, nearly all of our customers can receive their orders within 2 days, and it dramatically reduces our costs and improves customer satisfaction. Our new distribution facility in Story County represents a major milestone for our company, and we've been very fortunate to have tremendous support through our long search. It was not the best market for a couple of years for a small business to find some space out here, but the NNDA and EDON stuck by our sides, provided lots of valuable information. We're very grateful. Our commercial realtor, Amanda Eastwick, also stood by our side for several years to find the perfect fit. Laura Mather of Story County has been just an amazing resource for us to navigate the local needs there in the area. And Garrett Chambers with Employee NV has connected us with skilled talent. We've already welcomed 2 exceptional new employees. We're so pleased. Their professionalism, their capabilities, they've just exceeded our expectations. So the space, the support, and the skilled workforce that we've already found here makes this next chapter of Trident's growth especially exciting, and we look forward to becoming a long-term member of the Story County business community. Thank you.
All right, do we have any questions of Ms. Sheehan? No questions.
Very good, Ms. Shan. Welcome to Northern Nevada. Thank you for your confidence in Story County. We'll look forward to your success.
Thank you.
All right, we'll move on to agenda item number 7, which is the executive director update and director report. Director Burns.
Thank you, Governor, and members of the board. There is a more detailed analysis of the director's report on the website for you to review. I'll give the highlights right now. For the fiscal year that ended June 2025, this board improved incentives of approximately 1.4 billion, that resulted in $1.4 billion of investment in Nevada and 377 new jobs with the arrival of 16 new companies. GOED will be traveling to Seoul, Korea, and Tokyo, Japan next week, being accompanied by a delegation that includes the Churchill County Economic Development Authority, EDON, Nevada 9580 Regional Development Authority, and University of Nevada, Reno. In the past month, we had Reno Startup Week. It hosted about 1,400 attendees. Las Vegas Startup Week, which had 610 attendees, and was hosted by those RDAs as well as the Nevada Department of Entrepreneurship through the Office of GOED, as well as Nevada Southern Business SBDC and Nevada Department of B&I. The career mapping program run through GOED has expanded its operations to include Story County and has received worldwide attention and presented a paper in Seville, Spain over the summer. For the year ended June 30th, 2025, Nevada Apex provided 242 new clients to its list. Nevada Apex provides free assistance to businesses learning to do business with governmental opportunities. GOED has met with the principals at Barton Hospital for a project to build a 230,000 square foot teaching hospital complex in Northern Nevada in the South Shore of Lake Tahoe. It'll be moving from the California side to the Nevada side. We're partnering with NSHE and other agencies to establish residency and nursing workforce expansion. Nevada Main Street 27 grant cycle is now open. Applications are due December 12th, which will be announced December 19th, approximating $425,000. CBDG staff is reviewing the 26 grant eligibility applications that were received by October 17th. There are currently 17 applications from eight communities that total about $6.6 million. The WIN program, which is our workforce development program through GOED, has programs running at all 4 community college institutions The Nevada Film Office recently approved 5 applications, the productions of 2 feature films, 2 reality series, 1 scripted series. Together, the productions received $4.6 million in tax credits while spending $26.3 million in Nevada. And finally, I wanted to recognize and welcome 2 new RDAs that are on this meeting. You met Mr. Barbie earlier. He is at Churchill County up in northern Nevada in Fallon, and he's provided a lot of new energy in that area and is doing great work. And as well as Daniel Casey, who's here from LVGEA. Danielle's been on the job a little more than 60 days and is doing a fantastic job, making a great impact to our community in her first couple of months. Report, sir.
Hey, Jim, were you termed out at the county commission?
He's no longer here.
Oh, wait on. Was it turned out? I think he was turned out.
He was the city manager.
Oh,
his last job.
Hey, is that it, Tom?
Yes, sir.
Any questions, Director Burns? Great, thank you. All right, move on to agenda item number 8, metrics report. Mr. Scheetz.
All right, Governor, Lieutenant Governor, Secretary of State, rest of the board. My name's Steve Scheetz for the record. Thanks for having me. Let me go ahead and share my screen and we'll get into it real quick. All right, so I think you can see that. Just to respect everybody's schedule and everything like that, I'll focus on the summary here, some of the high level points. If you have any further follow-up questions, I'd be more than happy to field that, as well as, offline as well. So the top section of this report kind of goes over our business pipeline and business development metrics. For the first 5 boxes, those are year-to-date figures, so it's going to be 3 quarters of 2025, calendar year 2025. And as you can see, we assisted companies, and I want to mention once again, these assisted companies are both abated and non-abated companies. So we could be assisting them in some meaningful way, as far as finding land, getting leases, permitting, any number of significant way in order to help them kind of establish or expand their business here in Nevada. But over the 3 quarters, we've helped 46 companies who've committed to about 1,552 jobs within those first 2 years. That's down slightly from 1921. But that 5-year build out job number is slightly up at 2597, just about 200 more than the same 3 quarters last year. Our average wage for year to date is $36.30 for these assisted companies, which is up from last year's $32.79. And then our assisted company investments are at $1.35 billion, slightly down from the $1.8 billion for the same time period last year. The next 3 boxes, I changed this following box a little bit because previously I would have leads there. I didn't really think that told a very good story. It wasn't, very useful information as it was so volatile from quarter to quarter. But we've been focusing a lot more of our attention now on our retention efforts. Obviously, we are attracting businesses, but we also want to make sure that the efforts that we're putting in bringing businesses into Nevada, we want to keep them here and make sure that they have the resources that make them not want to leave. So we're starting to focus on that a little bit more. I don't have previous metrics to really compare to, so this is kind of an inaugural sort of metric that I'm going to track. And the next box there, we've had 30 site visits. This is, down. However, I have been a little bit more stringent on the way that we're measuring that. Previously, it was a bit nebulous. I've kind of drawn more of a hard line when it comes to the seriousness of a company that's considering Nevada. And so going back and looking comparatively, this 30 number actually much more represents people who have had physical site visits, as opposed to virtual or, just meetings and connections and things like that. So I actually think that this is more of an average, more normal number. And then for just the quarter 3 of 2025, we assisted 21 companies. That makes up 6 companies in the IT sector, 5 companies in the logistics and operations sector, and 7 companies in our manufacturing sector, 1 in natural resources, and 2 in our service sector. So with that, just a couple of quick takeaways. You notice we're modestly up here and there, modestly down. However, if you recall, in the past 2 quarters, we've actually gained a tremendous amount of ground in just this third quarter. As example, at the last board meeting, I had reported that we were down 60% on jobs and 80% on investment. And I think that generally the sense was that, companies were kind of in a holding pattern with a lot of uncertainty in the market, things like that. But just as of the incentivized companies from the last board meeting alone, they make up roughly about 1/3 of the overall assisted activity. And that's just purely captured in the third quarter. So we've made up a lot of ground. And while a single data point isn't necessarily a trend, I don't want to necessarily say that this is a complete reversal of what we've experienced over the last year, a bit of slowing activity. But just anecdotally, some of the conversations we've had with our business development team and our regional development authorities, it suggests that their pipelines are starting to fill up. They're starting to see a lot more business development activity and RFIs and things like that are coming in. So while it's not necessarily, hey, everything's great and trending upwards yet, I do think that there's a lot of optimism for our future.
Hey, Steve, who did you say is providing you that information?
For the boxes, this is coming from our regional development authorities and our business development team. Does that answer your question?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. And that's all for me. If you have any further questions, I'd be more than happy to jump on that.
Do you have any member questions, Mr. Scheetz?
This is Victor Wakefield. For the record, I have one question.
Yeah.
It was interesting to hear the trends in IT and logistics, and how does that data flow into sort of workforce need projections and then our work with schools in the state? First meeting, so I'm trying to get a lay of the land.
Yeah, that's great. We might actually have a better resource on the line with Elaine Silverstone. She's our workforce development director. Maybe Elaine, do you have anything that you might want to bring into the conversation? Oh, I think you're on mute.
Wrong way. I went camera. Can you give me the prompt again so I can deliver concisely? Thank you.
Sure. I was interested in the sector trends that were shared, and I'm trying to learn how that then becomes data that informs our workforce development and then our K-12 work as the new state superintendent for public instruction. So just trying to get a lay of the land here to connect the business development work to the K-12 pipeline.
That's great. Well, we work very closely with workforce agencies and partners. Natalie Brown, Dr. Natalie Brown, I think, is sitting up in Northern Nevada with you today as well, and with meetings with our business development team to make sure that we are responding precisely to the business development leads that come in to build workforce programs so that we have capacity for that very growth. Currently, in the 2 years that I've been here, we have funded 41 programs with WIN dollars across all 4 community college institutions that support no less than 65 employers. And I'm giving you all that without reading from my dashboard to make it even more specific. And I'd be happy to review that with you at another time, welcoming you into your new role.
That would be appreciated. Thank you.
Count on it. I'll reach out.
Elaine, do you know how many graduates that equates to?
I don't know graduates, but I know that when we approve a WIN application, Governor, we can estimate there's we built capacity for more than 2,000 students to go through these programs. So we really can report more precisely to the capacity issue.
Okay, so that's what, 8,000 students?
2,000, at least in these last 2 years that I've been in the role.
So that would be times 40, 41 programs. What is that, 80,000?
No, 2,000 in all across the 41
okay,
programs.
I get it.
Thank you for allowing me to clarify.
Thank you. Any other questions? If not, Steve, would you mind going into the unemployment rate?
Yeah, absolutely. Once again, this is Steve Scheetz for the record. I'll go ahead and change my the screen that you see. And so for this, just as a reminder, the 7% rule that we have is for any county that exceeds 7% unemployment rate, they have a relaxed or reduced requirement at the wage level in order to qualify for full abatements. As is the case for the last several quarters, we've got a few that just happened to cross that threshold, one being Esmeralda County at 7.6, Mineral at 10.1, and Nye at 7.2. So if a company were to want to locate or expand in those and receive abatements, they would have a relaxed wage requirement in order to do so.
Hey, Tom, do you have any background on, I know Mineral and Esmeralda's due to issue some permits on mining.
Yep.
Do you have any idea what the unemployment or the employment numbers would be
don't know.
in those jurisdictions?
Specific, I know Esmeralda is significant. I can find that out. I'll bring it back to the next meeting.
Okay. And then just a question to the group. If you look at the asterisks under story, unemployment estimates are based on place of residence, and as most workers work in Story County, right? The trick effect. What is the, is that statutory? Is that federally defined? The reason why I ask is, MP Materials, every employee there lives in Nevada, but their job is claimed in California. And I think I have up to 600 employees.
Steve, do you know the answer to that? Did you hear that question?
I think I understand the question. Once again, this is Steve for the record. No, it's not necessarily defined. You'll notice down at the bottom of that page, they do define at the federal level the MSAs, the Metropolitan Statistical Areas. And so recently the Reno MSA consists of Washoe, Story, and Lyon to account for essentially what you're talking about, that place of work versus place of residence. When there's a large enough geographic area that they kind of blur the lines, they kind of lump those into an MSA. We just kind of asterisk that Story County to make sure that people understand that, when they're surveying that county, a majority of the workers are actually coming from outside.
Right. Okay. Are there any further questions of Mr. Scheetz?
I just have a comment, Governor.
Go ahead.
Congress Anthony. So Governor mentioned Mineral County. I mean, that's tough having 10% unemployment rate. It's pretty high. I know the main town in Mineral County is Hawthorne.
Correct.
So whatever we can do to give a little love to Hawthorne and try to get some economic development in that area. I'm not sure which regional development authority has it, but sure. I mean, I've driven through there a few times, and they need a little economic activity.
Absolutely. So, Tom Burns for the record. A couple of things. One, a company called M2I recently made a public announcement about looking into opportunities at the Army Depot. I drove down with them in September to meet with the management of the civilian management at that spot. Now met with the civilian management about the possibility of them expanding some industry there, which would mean 280 or so jobs, they think, over the next couple of years. And honestly, that's about all that unemployment in that county would be eaten up by that if we're able to move forward with that. So we are, and it's NNDA is the RDA that's behind that. But yes, we're looking at opportunities.
Do you know if the Army depot is it expanding or contracting or kind of just staying the same?
I believe, based on my conversation, it's staying the same as it is. They actually have some land that they're going to get us some more details on that we would be able to provide. You have to have workforce there, right? So to your point, there's about 3,000 people in Hawthorne, so we have to have workforce to work at that. But they have significant land that they would be willing to lease to civilian third parties if they wanted to provide. If they wanted to move there.
Okay, great. Yep. Sounds like you're on it. Thanks.
All right, we'll move to agenda item number 10. Board member comments. Do we have any comments? Go ahead.
Jenny Sarton, Director. I would like to extend a friendly invitation to all the board members to come out to our Christmas mixer in Quorum at our place where you had your campaign kickoff. That is going to be December the 17th from 5:30 to 7:30 at a really neat little coffee shop called Our Place. And it's not so little. It's a pretty big coffee shop.
And they got some pretty awesome cinnamon rolls.
Yes, they do.
Okay.
Yes, they do. So
We have alcohol too.
we will be serving wine. When the wine juice will be
5:30
coming
to
out to serve
7:30. I
wine.
gotta drink more than coffee.
It's in the morning.
Oh, morning.
No. Oh, yeah.
7:30 in the morning?
No. 5:30 PM to 7:30 PM. 1401 Highway 160. So you're welcome to come out and join us and celebrate the holidays.
Thanks for that. Any other comments? All right, we'll skip 11. I don't have any comments for myself today. We'll move on to the second opportunity for public comment. Do we have any public comment there in Carson City?
No, sir, we do not.
Any here in Las Vegas? Doesn't appear so. And anybody on the phone? Nobody on the phone? All right, we'll move on to agenda item number 13 for possible action, adjournment. I'll entertain a motion. So moved. Cisco. All right, do I have a second?
Okay.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
I won't ask for nays.
Thank you.
Yeah, they get a hold of you today, but